And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said when he was growing up, he was never a big leaper or a dunker. Truth be told, he said, I wasn't even considered a top guard in my recruiting class. But I worked relentlessly and played with a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to be considered among the great players. I wanted to belong. Kevin, he certainly belongs with the Hawks right now.
Thanks, DA. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Now, here is Young. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Here's Saric, and he lays it straight in.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Here's Herter. The pass to Young. And yes, it's good.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
And it's Ayton missing. Young outside. From outside the arc. Atlanta gets it back. Capella, and the layup's good off the glass.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Count that bucket.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. A nice shot by Young. Young's got 6 points.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play. You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Free throw, good, Oubre. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff. Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
Pass to Collins. He dishes it to Capella. And the shot goes down. Capella's got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And the Hawks with possession here after the Suns pick up 2.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Here's Herter, and the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Carter comes in for Hunter. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Saric. Mikal Bridges checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs. And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Andre Bembry's checked in for Collins. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Now here's Teague after the miss from Cam Reddish. And it's Carter missing. In the corner, it's Bridges. Now here is Carter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Bembry. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. So it's Phoenix now. It's stolen by Reddish. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. A finish. And Reddish with the slam.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. .59 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Jerome. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
T kicks to Reddish. And the 3 off target.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And they take the lead.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And Teague's at the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 1. There's 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. Carter, the pass to Reddish. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bembry, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Reddish. The shot from the low post is good. Reddish has got 5 points so far. Here's Jerome. And so it's John Collins making highlights for Atlanta. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Suns trail by 3. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Hawks, Carter is out there with Reddish. Then there's Teague, and it's Bembry in its shooting guard. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Drops in the breakaway layup. He has 6.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Now here's Teague. He's tightly guarded. Carter for 3. And Baines pulls it down. El Phoenix shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Johnson can't get it to go.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. If you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
6 on the shot clock. Young's shot is good.
And the effortless shooting motion. Young's three-point jumper is just poetry in motion and has it on automatic. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
This is one of the most talked about international players ever, and I think Rubio just needs to stay healthy and keep working on that shot.
Now here is Young. He's got 9. On the top of the key in Atlanta again with the bucket.
But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Saric. Rebounded by the Hawks. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And Herter gets it to go. The Suns trailing. Rubio with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And the basket by Rubio.
I tell you, the move, the fake, that's big time by Rubio.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Young for 3. Saric grabs the board. Suns have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Jerome. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Pass to Herter, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And the Suns call time here.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Here's Rubio. Plays it up and banks it in. Rubio's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Herter. To the wing right side. Here's Collins. Good. Nice job down low. Collins has got 10 points in the game.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The Hawks trail by 3. Young outside. This is to Capella. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back. Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity. You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Here's Young after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. Herter, no good. 1:36 left in the first half. And they pick up 2. And now a 5-point Phoenix lead.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Young's shot is off.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Some changes for Phoenix. Here's Fernando. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Teague. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, don't you love how Teague is able to maintain control? He absorbs the hit, finishes through the contact. I tell you, this guy is not shy.
Carter with the bucket.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Over in the corner, Reddish. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Reddish has got 8 points.
Well, a point guard must understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes in exactly that.
Carter with the 3. That one doesn't go. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here's Reddish. They get it back. Fernando, the pass to Reddish. Missed it, even after all those chances. Bridges inside the... Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Phoenix ahead, up 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They settled into a nice groove in the second quarter. It's now a 6-point lead, and they only need to keep it going in the third. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, leading the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Ernie, I love it. I gotta be honest. That was an awful first half defensively. Giving up over 60% from the field? Come on, Ernie, wow! They stayed in it. Maybe it'll give them a little extra motivation they need to fix their defense.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kelly Oubre having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Young inside, covered by Rubio. Here's Herter. No good with the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And he makes that one. Booker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
You know, that's a case where big enough to absorb the contact, steady enough to finish through it. Booker is the real deal.
Pass to Hunter. It's deflected.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Count it, good. And the Suns lead by 10.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Hawks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Herter passes to Young. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Young's got 14.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Here's Saric. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Capella, Baines with the block. Booker, right side, and the dunk by Booker.
I'll tell you, let that guy get a head of steam. Booker can finish at the rim with surprising power.
The Hawks trail by 12. And stolen by Booker. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And now another look at that mobile 1 block defensive performance.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Vince Carter, who's checked in for the Hawks. Rubio against Young. Here's Herder. Atlanta again missing. Suns leading by 12. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Now, guys, what a terrific feel for the young Booker. Knows exactly how to take what the defense gives him.
Young against Rubio. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. That one's off. Still out of sync. And finished off by Oubre.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And the shot goes in. He has 6.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Here's Rubio. Off target from outside. The Hawks trail by 14. Young in the corner. Inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Oubre against Carter. Booker trying to free himself up. Oubre, good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Carter on the wing. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Carter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for Collins. And it's Bembry in for Kevin Herter. And for the Suns, Kaminsky is checked in for Saric. Mikal Bridges comes in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. Teague comes in for Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Fearlessness has always been a part of Jeff Teague's game. He can get inside the lane and easily draw contact.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's Carter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. The first one falls. Carter hits them both. Here's Bembry. 1:56 left to play in the third. To the paint. Kempa goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Dedmon.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week. Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Teague. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Bridges dishes to Kaminsky. Yep, that one goes. And the Suns lead by 13.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
To the inside. And Reddish with the slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And good that time. Kaminsky's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now, here's Reddish. Defended by Bridges. Phoenix leading by 13. Lets it go from the wing. Atlanta with the rebound. Fernando's got 4 rebounds in this game. Teague against Carter. Fernando. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Fernando's got his first points of the game.
Well, this is Teague's job, right? Spread the ball amongst his teammates. Make sure everyone is eating at the table.
And he gets it back. Bridges shot. Good. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. With 1 on the clock, off target. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Teague out there with Reddish. And it's Dedmon in at the 7. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Reddish with the slam.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Carter kicks to Bridges. Stolen by Collins. Reddish with the ball. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Reddish has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
And taken away by Johnson. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish. And Trey Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. Sharch checked in for the Suns. Oubre comes in for Carter.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
The Hawks trail by 9. Young passes to Capella. Now Young. And the pass to Huerter. Right side, Collins. It's over Rubio. Misses off the right iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Hunter, the pass to Young. It's good.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Timeout called, the Suns.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. The Hawks trail by 7. Young outside. Kicks to Collins. Banked in off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Oubre off the drive. Here's Sharch. Makes it off the glass. And the Suns lead by 7.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
But to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Young's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
A nice shot by Booker. And it's a 9-point Phoenix lead.
Already you see it. Booker adding the strength to take the contact and win out.
A floater, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Now, here's Rubio. It's rebounded by Herter. Down low, Capella. And the rejection by Ayton. Here's Sharch. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. And finished off by Collins.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is. And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Young. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Capella, the pass to Hunter. Shoots over Rubio. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Hunter.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Suns leading by 4. Down low. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Young. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. Collins, good. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. At one point, they led by 16.
You see the defender unwilling to just give it to Rubio, forces him to the line.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Young with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. And it's good for 2.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this game has the feel that it could come down to the wire, so that is just the kind of success they need to have at the foul line.
Lobbed up there for Collins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric. We've got 1:18 left in the game. It's Collins with the drive.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
It's good, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Hins the 3.
Timeout.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kelly Oubre.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent. So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Saric, that's good.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Now, here's Rubio. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. looks at a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Young with no one around. It counts! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rubio against Young. To take the lead. Misses the tray. Young with the steal. And so it's Phoenix who's straight by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Ricky. You've played in a lot of big games, but what does it mean to you to make a big contribution tonight?
Yeah, it means something. It means that we win. But, I mean, of course, I'm happy. But the most important thing is that we play as a team. We did it today, and we make shots.
Great performance all around, Ricky. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.